Hi guys. Now today's video is going to be about astrology, and I'm going to preface this video by saying I don't believe astrology affects us as immensely as a lot of people do. I feel I have a very practical sense or practical opinion when it comes to astrology. Like, I believe it can affect people, but I don't believe it affects everybody. And if it does affect people, I don't believe it affects every single person the same way, like in general, or I don't believe it affects the same person the same each and every time these energies occur and happen, and all that fun jazz. But this particular time, it began like a week or so ago, and it's just kind of nosedived from there. And I mean nosedived, I mean like every single person who has some significance in my life has had something go wrong, to the extent of I'm like, okay, what is up with this? Like, there cannot be this many people who aren't really in contact with each other, who have all of these things going wrong in their lives. Like, it's not a coincidence. There's too many people for it to not be, for it to be a coincidence. So I knew Venus was in retrograde because like every astrological or witchy page on Facebook that I follow, not all of them, but a lot of them, were freaking out about Venus going retrograde after the new moon, that powerfully changing new moon that occurred on Monday. And I was like, okay, yeah. And so then like things started to kind of happen. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense for that, and that kind of makes sense for that. And then like all this other stuff was going wrong. And I'm like, what? So then I decided to look up planets in retrograde. And so I looked up the planets that were in retrograde. And then I found out the zodiac signs for the people who things were going wrong in their lives. And I did that because I'm a Virgo. I was born in September. And the ruling planet for Virgo is Mercury. So if a retrograde affects me to a significant degree, it's Mercury, because the whole dynamic of the ruling planet not doing what it's supposed to do, it's fun. But it's usually something small. It's usually like I can't count very well. I can't get my thoughts across the way I want them to get across. I misspeak a lot, which is common. But sometimes it's the register at my job being a little sass. It sasses me during Mercury retrograde. It's hilarious. One time it started making funny noises, and my coworker was like, the register's doing something weird. And I'm like, Mercury's in retrograde. He's like, toss the table. He's like, no. And it's fun. He has a very pagan outlook of the world, and we joke about a lot of this stuff a lot of the time. But so I looked up the ruling planets for the zodiac signs that the people were going wrong with, and a lot of them, none of them actually fit the planets that were in retrograde weren't the ruling planets, but they were something called, I think it was the Dissonant. Let me look that up real fast. Should have a tab up about it. Detriment. This is according to Wikipedia, by the way. So in astrology, a celestial body is said to be a detriment or exile when it is positioned in the zodiac sign opposite the sign it rules, over which it has domicile. So basically where it, has its home and it likes to be. A celestial body is in determent. It is said to be not comfortable in that sign and tends to operate with least strength. So I'm only doing this because one of the girls that has stuff going wrong in her life, she's a Gemini. I'm not going to mention anything else. And that planet's detriment is Neptune, and Neptune is in retrograde along with Venus, and I'm pretty sure that's where her issues are coming from. And yeah, so I'm just gonna cut that. But yeah, and I know one of the girls' detriment is in is Uranus, because she's a Scorpio. So and my fiance is also a Scorpio. So I was like, by the way, Uranus is in like retrograde till like the beginning of the year. And she was like, great, does that mean like my life's gonna go to hell because Uranus is in retrograde? And it's like, opposite were like what Scorpio, like it's Scorpio energies and stuff, and I'm like, not necessarily. I'm just telling you that like if anything weird or odd or big maybe happens, that could possibly be why, but not necessarily. And like I said, I'm always saying that this is the cause because like everyone in my life to an extent has something huge and big messing up in their life to the point like I'm like I don't understand. Like what the crap is going on? And I'm and a lot of it is I'm kind of halfway to thinking it's more Venus related than anything else because a lot of people in my life have been having relationship problems right now. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm gonna go edit this vlog or video now, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to go back to watching some YouTube before I have to go to work this afternoon. And I will most likely get a video filmed tomorrow because I am off. And it'll be fun. I don't know what it's going to be about yet. I don't know. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be maybe beauty related, maybe, sort of. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. And I hope you're having a great day. And see you next time. Bye.